stand out currently is do an Airbnb. Hello and welcome back once again to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, where have you been? Or are you just searching Owerri? How to cope and survive in Owerri for the first time? Okay, you're welcome. Subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video you get notified, and at the same time give this video a thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much. Today guys, like I said earlier, I'm Tina Isoa. If I haven't said that, have I? Okay. So today's video is about the updated 2022 cost of living in Owerri. Okay, I made this video in 2020 and it still baffles me that people are making reference to that video. In fact, one of the last persons that put out a comment in the video, I'm not saying you guys should not watch it too, at least you can compare then and now, put out the comment on the video. I told her to hold on. She's trying to relocate to Owerri. I told her, hold on, I'm going to make an updated video on this so that you know what you're working with. Don't work with 2020 cost. This is 2022, okay? So let's talk about cost of living in Owerri currently in the year 2022. The first thing I'm going to mention is that Owerri is not an industrialized state or a place you're coming to see companies like Dangote factory and all that. We have an industrial layout, but the only company I can remember that is there is Jim Cod that produces Nel and Coca-Cola that does their water and bottling Coca-Cola, Fanta, you know that, you guys know. That's the only two major distinct that I know that is existing in that our industrial layout. Aside that, pure water companies are just in everybody's flats doing their thing. There is no factory in Imo State. Imo State is basically civil servant state. I said that in the video. Mostly all these police, prisons, prisons, that's what they call them. Prisons, few customs, soldier, all those Ministry of Health, ministry, that is Imo State for you. So don't expect to see, I'm looking for a job in Guinness Nigerian PLC. Is there a factory here? No, it's not here. Go to another state. You can go to Aba. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is salary in Imo State. If I have mentioned that this state is filled up with civil servants, you should know what it looks like. The minimum wage in this country, they said, is 18,000. We're hearing 30,000, which has never been implemented even in Imo State. So somebody who is earning 18,000 naira minimum wage and cost of items are skyrocketing. You can't even have a bag of rice now at that price. You know what I mean? Salaries in Imo State for a civil servant, and there hasn't been any review. In fact, to be honest with you guys, instead of upgrading it, they demoted us. If you were earning 80 before, now your salary is either 60 something or 70 something. That's the honest, naked truth. A lot of people, mostly state civil servants and local government servants, they kind of slashed their salary. Mostly those in the healthcare system. Some are still not receiving salaries. It is what it is, okay? Verification. Where are we going to run to? So don't expect huge salary from civil servants in Imo State, Nigeria. It's far-fetched, okay? Let's talk about electricity. Cost of electricity in Imo State now is, most places now we're using prepaid, like in my house now, we're using prepaid. So it's pay as you go. What you consume is what you buy. What you buy is what you consume. If you finish consuming what you have paid for, you stay in darkness. But it's not as if the light is so regular. You still have to depend on running gen sometimes. But in my house, I live in a 3-bedroom apartment, and in my house I spend nothing less than 10 to 15,000 naira on electricity. So it depends on what you have in your home and the appliances you're using. And I know some people are still paying using postpaid. Yes, that's prepaid and postpaid. Like where I live, one of my neighbors doesn't have the meter, so their postpaid is estimated bill sometimes 8,000, sometimes 10,000, sometimes 12,000. So you cannot really ascertain, but just put it at the back of your mind that cost of electricity in Owerri currently is between 10 to 15,000 or even more, depending if you're living in a duplex. Yes, you spend more because you have more appliances. Okay, then we go to water. Most compounds, most compounds have their borehole with their sumo, probably dug by the landlord. And if you're living in your personal apartment, of course you know that it's vital. We have water board, but there is nothing like dispensing of water in Imo State. It's not functional. I doubt if it's functional anywhere in Imo State. So you have to provide water yourself. The education system in Imo State, like I said in that previous video, is virtually at everywhere. You go, like in my street now, I have around me I have more than 5 schools. Primary, secondary, nursery, crèche, they're all around me. So you will see all of them around you. It now depends on what you want. Like if you want to enroll your child in any school, like you can get school of 10,000 per semester, per term. Yeah, it's called term. You can get school of 10,000, you can get the one of 30,000, you can get the one of 50,000, you can get the one of 150,000. They are all available. It depends on what you want. Some want a school where they will be come and carry their children with the school car, or you want where they will be feeding the baby, or you want, there are different things. It's just for you to check, but they are within this range. Okay, the secondary level of education system is equally the same everywhere. They are all here. We have boarding schools. Even in Mbidi, Ray Jacobs Primary and Nursery School is a boarding school. You have nursery and primary boarding school. As long as your child can say, I am hungry, hey, the child is qualified to get into their boarding school. That's what I know of. Okay, then the tertiary level, which is university, we have lots of them in Imo State. Futo, IMSU, Avan, Umuagwo, Nekede, they are all here. There are plenty. Tertiary level, they are all here in Owerri. And Owerri landmass is not too much. You can cover all these things in 1 hour. Yes, if you have your personal car. So they are all available here. Okay, so we'll talk about food. We have different markets, small markets. It still boils down to what you want. If you're someone that buys a bulk, like bulk purchase, you have a market. Rotobi is there for you to go and buy most of that. If it's not groceries, things perishables, you can go there. Then if you want like groceries, all those perishable meat, kiniko, relief market is all around. You can go there and buy. It's all about your family size. But to be honest with you, cost of items, just like Titus, sardine that we used to buy 250 those days in 2020, 300, now it has doubled, like 650 naira or even 700 naira in most places. So you can budget whatever be the review you have gotten from that video. That is to say, if you saw that video, please double it when it comes to groceries. When it comes to food items, you can buy 20 naira vegetable then, but now you can't even buy 50 naira. It's from 100 naira and above with shakara on top. So cost of things, food, have really skyrocketed, and I don't think they are ready to come down. Okay, and the next thing is data. We can't survive without data as it is now. There is no free Wi-Fi in Imo State. There is no free Wi-Fi even in the even in the hotels. When you go there, they tell you free Wi-Fi. They will still give you code and give you limited number of device to log in. So data, imagine you going to a hotel, you're still paying money, so choose you what you want. So in my house we have Wi-Fi which everybody connects to. So, and I think most of the times we spend nothing less than 20,000 for the general Wi-Fi. Then individual, it's all about what you are spending on. Okay, like I have a friend that the mother is in Owerri here, so she recharges for the mother just for them to be able to be communicating through WhatsApp video calls and all that, and they spend nothing less than 5,000 naira every month. Okay, so data is something that is costing us money. Even though that I know there is a program, I don't know the name, is it MindFi or something other states are using. It's not in Owerri. Okay, for now. In most streets in Owerri, we have the street neighborhood security people and fees that you pay between 500, 600, 1,000. depending on where you're living or where you're residing, and what they decide to charge you. Because what they will charge as somebody living in one room is not same as 3-bedroom apartment, neither is same as duplex. So it depends on what your streets are paying, but just plan between 300 and 1,000 or even more. Like some places, I do not know for now. So let's talk about cost of transportation. Yeah, from the last time I made this video, Imo State have really upgraded. They're really, yeah. Then I think I made mention of something like boats. We are not that in Owerri or Uber, all those things, but now they are everywhere. You just die 500, 1,000, 700, 1,500, depending on where you're going to, but they are really there. But the other one I mentioned, that they should make access route for people who are, maybe you are living in a major road and you need to get into the street that is more than 1 kilometer. There is no is this short legs Okada or Keke Napepe that can take you in there. No. And you guys know that Okada was banned in Imo State. Something like, if you're coming into Owerri, is either you use boat to take you to your house, or charter any of these taxi on the way, they will take you to there. But when you say you want to be you want to save money from paying all these huge people, you want to pay 550 naira to your doorstep, depending on where you live, you may not be able to access that, you may not be able to go there. Then the next point, which is the final point I must say, which I want to believe is the main cocoa everybody is waiting for, is the housing. If you don't have roof over you, how are you going to use data? If you don't have roof over you, how are you going to pay NEPA bills and water and all these things that I've just mentioned earlier? Housing, that is the accommodation, is like, it has doubled. It's almost doubled. The last time I shared, I was talking about self-contained 80,000, 100,000. Now, hey, you are talking about self-contained. You have to plan between 200 and 250,000. That's if it's for a new house. For old houses, it's between 100, 150, 120 thereabout. For new houses, 150, 200, 300, depending on how sophisticated the self-contained is. Then if you want to go into 2-bedroom apartment, if it's old ones, they can take 250, or those ones that are far outskirts of Owerri, as in when you go into inside Orata or inside World Bank or G inside, you can get 250, 300. But here, from 300 for 2-bedroom apartment. Then for 3-bedroom apartment is from 350, 400, 480. In fact, there was one I saw, they said 500,000. That is 500,000 naira for a 3-bedroom apartment. So it's all about it's all about what you want. Then for duplex, or you want to have the compound to yourself, budget 1.5 million naira and above. If you see anywhere 1.2 million, that means, and is in the heart of the town, the road is accessible, that means the landlord is giving it to you at fee or see. Jump on it, okay? I almost relocated a few months ago from this my compound. I wanted to like pack out from here, pack to another place. I've tested this place for 9 good years. Till I go and test another place, and I was calling people. They were telling me I wanted nursery, I wanted compound where my kids would play by themselves in the compound, ride bicycle, because I've not bought bicycle for them. I need them to explore a lot of things, but because we are kind of constrained with compound space, there's space, but cars are parked everywhere. Before they will go and break somebody's bureau, they will come and call a lot for me. So what I'm trying to say is that I wanted to move out from here, and I was looking for a more spacious place, and they were telling me 1.2, 1.5 million naira, 2 million naira. I just respected my old age and told my husband, because I don't move out again. As if Bobe I said, please go and play again. Let's continue staying here until Jesus decided to bless us. And guys, I'm super grateful that I took that decision. Housing in Owerri is expensive, and not that if you decide to go to a hotel to stay. Maybe one bad thing is that Owerri doesn't have apartments. I don't know if you are someone that wants to invest in Owerri. People are looking for places like that, a short-let apartment, and that's a place you can build something. Somebody comes into Owerri, they have 2 weeks to spend, they pay money, they have kitchen, they have pots. You know, this, you guys know now, something like Airbnb, that's the word. There is no Airbnb in Imo State, in Owerri. If you Google it, they will tell you one at Naze. I even called the man, wanted to see the place during December time. The man just do me like this, as if the place is not functioning. So if you want to invest in Imo State now, guys, the investment that you can put out here and stand out currently is do an Airbnb. People are coming into Owerri. People are coming in with their families, their children. They want to do park for them. Hotel will not allow you to do parks and all that. I must tell you, if you put out this thing and charge, assuming hotel is charging for 2 weeks at 100,000, if you charge 120,000 or 200,000, people will still come for it, because we are looking for comfort now. This is the most vital part of this video. So I don't know, did you enjoy this video? Did you like it? Have you subscribed? If you haven't subscribed before, please share this video, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. If you have watched up until this time, you haven't given it thumbs up, you didn't like the content or what? Thank you guys. My PayPal is always in the description box, yeah, in the description down below of this video. So you guys to support your sister, my PayPal is down there. If you know that I'm sharing this information at the platter of gold and you like it, support me now. My PayPal is down there. $1, $2, $3. I'm one you're gonna suck a minute. Thank you guys. Until we see some other time. Much love. Mwah.